Hey y'all, welcome back to Movement Link. So we've been going through the different pieces of the clean. We've got the setup, the first pull, second pull, third pull. Then we've got the squat. We don't really need to do much talk on how to squat out of it because we got so many other squat videos. So this third pull is probably the most commonly misunderstood part of the clean, especially for newish people. So just to kind of give you the context of all these different pulls I just named, we've got the setup position. And what we're trying to do in the setup is literally get ready. I think that's pretty obvious, but we're prioritizing the most important part of the lift, or position, I should say, of the lift, which is gonna be this jumping position. So the setup is just a squatted version of the jumping position. The first pull is pulling the bar off the floor, getting to the jumping position, and we've got videos on these. The second pull is using your jumping pattern, keeping the bar close to drive that bar up. Now this is where the third pull comes in, and the third pull is where you pull on that bar with your arms, but we're not picking the bar up. So this is the weirdest part for new people to figure out. And as I drive the bar up, that momentum is gonna go up, but now I have this floating weight in the air. It's going up and it's slowing down, going zero, and then it would start to go down, accelerating as it hits the ground. What we're trying to do is we're trying to catch the bar at zero. So we drive the bar up, and it's gonna go up, and it's gonna slow down, and right there is where we're trying to receive the bar. What we need to do to get there is we don't jump up and we don't pull it up, and we don't jump up and let our bodies drop. So that's a real misconception and something we hear people say in the gym a lot. I didn't drop fast enough. It's not about dropping. It's about using the bar to your advantage and ripping and pulling on that bar hard, not to pull it up, to pull you down to it. So act like the bar, as soon as you hit the triple extension of that second pull, act like the bar is locked into the ground, even though we know it's gonna be moving, and you have this thing that you can pull on. So this is gonna be the arms pulling on that floating object to pull yourself down and around it, going to meet it at its highest point. So that's what is called the third pull. Again, it's an arm pull, not pulling the weight up, it's pulling your body to the bar. So as we're kind of looking at this, this is pretty lightweight. So I'm just gonna set up and I'm gonna do a clean real fast. Okay, so what we're looking at is, notice one, I caught it right here. Okay, so I didn't go down into a full squat. So we have another video too on how low you should squat, but the real quick and dirty of it right here is however high the bar gets pulled from your second pull, that's where the third pull, you're pulling to that position. So if it's light, it might be up here. If it's really heavy, it might be down here, and you gotta pull to it and wrap around into that front rack position. So the key is we're trying to, at the end of the second pull, we want the very next frame to be you pulling on that bar. If we start pulling too early, now when I go to jump in the second pull, all of that power has to go through these jiggly arms, and we want your arms just working as straps. And if I pull too late, I drive up and I'm just wasting time as that bar comes up, and then I drop under. So those are the biggest mistakes we see there. So what we want is, in slow-mo, we want you to drive up, and as soon as we hit that part, we're pulling ourselves back down into that squat position, and it just needs to be right away. And these are the biggest nitpicky things, but this is how we get people to the next level. So as we're working on this, and in between reps and sets, when I notice that I'm not doing very well here or there, some of the things I like to do is just kind of mime it. And so what I'll do in between is I'll jump, and then I'll act like I jump, and I'll pause up at the top, and then I'll act like I have a bar, and I pull myself, and I'll go up, pause, pull myself, and then I'll get rid of the pauses, and I'll go there, and I'm just trying to get the movement pattern of finishing the jump, immediately pulling on the bar. So another way we can work on this third pull with light weight, so what happens is, you saw my clean earlier with lightweight, okay, and I power cleaned it. We don't want you to squat clean lightweight, because then that means you're probably not gonna pull on the bar. So if I was gonna squat clean this weight, I'd have to either go really slowly, or I wouldn't pull on the bar, or both, like I did in that scenario. It's not very effective for trying to generate strength, speed, and power. We want you to be aggressive, but now we have the problem. So if I can't squat clean lightweight because it has a lot of negatives to it, then the only way to get myself going down is to dump a bunch of weight on the bar. And with really heavy weight, now it's only gonna be here. Now I have to squat clean it. So the obvious problem with that is we don't wanna practice squat cleaning for the first time with really heavy weight. So what's the best way to work on this third pull? My absolute favorite, this is what I did when I was learning the clean, and it's just, and we make all of our clients do this a lot, especially in the beginning, but we'll go on cycles. It's just work from the high hang position. So what the high hang position is gonna be is if I'm coming up and pulling it in and driving, this is the high hang position. So in the regular clean, it would keep going and I would finish it off. In the high hang, I'm just gonna go just to that position. So I'm trying not to come forward. I'm just going down just a little bit. So now when I go up, lightweight isn't gonna go very high. And when lightweight doesn't go very high, third pull, gotta rip on it, and now I gotta go lower. So now I can practice getting under the lighter weight like I will at the heavier weight, so I can practice it with lighter weights. Okay, so just to show you what that looks like is I'm just gonna go high hang here. I'm just trying to give it a little bit of a pop, and then I'm ripping on it with my arms to pull myself under. Give it a little pop, pull hard to go get it. And in that drill, now I get to use really light weight, get to practice what it feels like to pull under, and I'm trying to, if we slow it down, I'm trying to right at that full extension point, as soon as that happens, I'm trying to pull on the bar to pull my body down the other way. Third pull, it's all about the arms. It's not about dropping, it's about pulling, not the bar up, your body down, trying to go get that bar at its highest point, wherever that is. Hope that helps. Talk to y'all soon.